Jane Thang. What are you, Jane Thang? There she is, Jane Thang. Hang on, guys. Hang on, hang on, hang on. All right. Sorry, I had to get that fan going because this is an old house, and if you don't have the air moving around, it gets really, really. Ugh. Jane Thang, welcome back to the U.S., the good old U.S. of A. Jane Thang. I don't know if you're here or if you're still in the Philippines or where you are, but I love you. I'm glad to see you, and I hope to see some more of you. All right, do we want to do it like this, guys? Is that how we want to do it? Or no? Yes? You know what? We're gonna keep this thing going down here because that's what works best. All right. Can you hear me okay? Just love, Justin. Justin Love is just in love. Justin, can you hear me okay? I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope. Janie, can you hear me okay? I hope. How is the volume coming through, guys? How is it? Pump up the volume. Debbie! Mona! Sounds good. Okay, so Debbie, oh baby, I know you've probably been wondering, like, where is my 2024 outlook? I told Debbie and they were about to get theirs the other day. Yeah, no. Well, I did get Ann's redone, and I sent hers actually just a little while ago. So Ann's was done. Guys, you know I'm messy, right? In general, but just in general and in life. Okay, here we go. This is not wanting to light. Hang on. But anyway, long story short, I had to redo them, and I found a way to get them to the proper place once I do, so that you don't have to wait so long for it to upload. So I should have something for you by tomorrow. Not kidding. Miss Debbie. And Anne, I was able to finish hers and get it sent to her within moments after finishing it. Didn't have to wait for it to upload because I know the key now. And I don't have to delete the HD copy either, so I can avoid that little trap. How about that? Very cool. Anyway, I appreciate everybody's patience on those 2024 Outlook readings. Let's get this blue candle going, guys. Let's get it going. Thank you, universe. I'm just sitting in and listening. Mona, that's not offensive at all. We love having everyone here to sit in and listen, to participate. Michael, it's good to see you, buddy. Shannon, nice to see you. Everybody is welcome here, whether they're getting a mini reading or just chilling with me. I love you guys, and I'm happy to hang with you. And since we didn't get to do one this weekend on Friday or Saturday or last night, we're doing a Monday Night Live. So I have a couple people on the list. Okay, I do have a couple people on the list. I have Steph, and then Mr. E, Mr. EF, and then I have Rebecca and Chad. Did I miss anyone? I think that's it so far on the list. If you would like to get your name added on the list, it's $20.24, and you can send it right over to that Cash App. It's $Ray of Light Tarot, $Ray of Light Tarot. There's Chad. And yeah, let's get this thing popping. How's everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend, and how has everybody's MLK Day been? Tell me. Give me some good juju. It seems like every time I do it, I upload a new video, there's a new issue I run into with the upload process. Every time, y'all. It just doesn't want to be smooth. Like, wait. I know, right? Just love, we twinning. You guys are twinning. Having a good day off. I love it. Happy to come back during a 3-day weekend. Yes, good. It snowed here in Texas this morning. Debbie, where exactly in Texas are you? Are you in Houston? No. I know it was in the teens, and Brendan told me it was in the teens in Austin the other day. I heard that last week. Was the whoa, Dallas area, Waxahachie. Is it called Waxahachie? Is that how you say it? Snowed in here in Oregon. Oh, I bet, Shannon. So, guys, Shannon does a podcast, Dallas area. Shannon does a podcast with her friend Megan. It's called, and of course, now I can't remember what it's called, but you can put it down, Shannon. They do a podcast together, and she has invited me to join them on their podcast, which I'm going to do soon. Don't have a date for you yet, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Okay. And so I will keep you guys posted on that. Shannon is, guys, Shannon is, the name is Stories from the Lion's Mane. And Shannon, if you want to go ahead and list anything about it in the chat, I would love it. I would love, 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 love it. So guys, get your name on the list for a mini reading if you would like to get one. They are $20.24. 2024 is here, and we're setting clear intentions for abundance. And first and foremost, I'm reading for Steph. Right here we go. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect to Shannon. I just got your mini read payment. Hang on, guys. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't despair. Hold on, I just heard something fall kind of loud. You know, I have a grandmother who's not very mobile. Everything okay? Everything okay out there? Oh, crap. Hang on, guys. I heard a really loud crash, so. Everything okay? Oh, I heard a crash. Oh, it was just the cabinet. Okay. She's looking at me like I'm crazy when I started to walk out there. Am I crazy or just careful? Okay. Wasn't much, but the temps are so low. They closed the schools. You know, we had our schools and our entire city basically closed down last week, and it wasn't snow or anything. It was just a really bad like rain and windstorm. But they closed everything down the day before because it was like all the government buildings, the schools, everything. It was so crazy. Yeah, I know, Steph. It's crazy. You guys couldn't hear it, I guess, but it was like bang. I think she slammed a cabinet on accident. You know, you hear a noise like that and you just automatically think the worst when you live in a situation like we're in. Okay, so Shannon, you're after chat. All right, let me get going on these so that nobody has to wait too long. All right, let me do Steph. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, pillars. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guardian angel Lechachia. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And all spirit team, thank you, Father, Creator God, Mother Nature Goddess, thank you all, ancestors. All right, show me the answer to the questions Steph has on her mind about current situation, person's feelings, and everything going on at this time, all the doubts and frustrations. What does she need to know? What does she need to know about the doubts and frustrations? And lingering questions. Okay, well, this is interesting. They're saying stop right there. So you have some interesting things here. All major arcana. Wow. You have 4 cards, Steph, and they're all major arcana. Foundation, you have the Temperance card. Yeah, Temperance in the Foundation. What's stories about the lion's mane? No, that's the name. That's just her screen name on YouTube, honey. Stories from the lion's mane or something like that. Yeah, stories from the lion's mane. It's just a screen name. But anyway, let me go through this and we'll talk about that in a sec. So you've got the Temperance card in your foundation. This is a confirmation, Steph, that you know everything is happening the way it's supposed to. The universe is in charge here. There's divine guidance, but also when you see this kind of divine guidance that's showing as the Temperance card, what is temperance? It's all about tempering things, holding energy down, keeping things in balance, keeping things in check. So a lot of your energy that may be up, down, and all around right now, as it could be just because of the holidays, New Year's, everything, frustrating energy, right, all over the place. But the universe is saying, hey, 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 we got this. We're balancing these cups. We're balancing all these emotions. We're taking care of this. We in charge. This is the universe saying, no, we're in charge. We're doing this. So whether it may feel good this day or bad that day or up this day or down that day, we're in charge. Turn your will and your care over to turn your will over to the care of God as you understand him or her. That's the whole AA, Alcoholics Anonymous philosophy, right? And that's so true in this situation too. This is what it's calling a person to do when you see this temperance card, is to turn your own will over to the care of the angelic realm, to your higher power, and allow them to do exactly what they're doing here, which is taking the cups, doing some divine alchemy, balancing things out, and then helping you to move on. Because you've got big things here. You've got the star card, right? Major arcana. Star card is Aquarius energy. You've got the Sun card, very strong Leo energy in this card too, right? The Sun is that Leo, that sort of happy, sunny. You think of Leo and that energy of feeling like, you want to be out and connected to people. And then you've got the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy, and the Hierophant is all about like you know graduating from the mystery school of life and learning those teachings that are going to carry you through as the wizard that you are, or the witch, or the powerful master that you are. It doesn't really matter what title you put on something. What this is all about is the whole thing. This is bringing it back to when you're having relationship problems, guys, is this is saying, yeah, relationship problems, schmoblums. Guess what? Those two cups representing the relationship, what the universe really wants to say is that doesn't mean ish at the end of the day. What really matters is your connection to this realm, is your power, your connection to this. You didn't come here to be so concerned about another person and what they're doing to the point that it would ruin your day, ruin your life, because you can't take them with you when you leave, and you didn't bring them in when you came. They've got their separate journey and you've got yours. And this is saying, yeah, it's special. We're messing with it. It's special, but everything is special. And what's most special of all is this beautiful journey you're on. This rebirth of your inner child that the universe is letting you go through right now, that's allowing you to be out in the sun and be yourself for maybe the first time in your life. Maybe the first time in your life. You're being given permission from within yourself, from around you, and literally from your higher power. They're saying, oh, do it. Listen, to be the best version of you, not who somebody else tells you to be, not who they told you to be, not who this person, not who the ex, best version of yourself. And you're being protected through this transition. You're being guided through this transformation, and the star is planted right on top of you because it's all with you. It's all about the backing of the universe, and it's going to carry you through to some really beautiful things in your life, some abundance that, hey, I want in on that. Okay, I want in on that abundance. So go for the joyride with the universe. Yes, it will be scary. Yes, it will be bumpy. There's going to be some great love along the way, but don't let it get you too up, down, and all around. Remember where your power lies, in here, right? And remember where your power, from whence your power comes too. That's all they've got for you. I hope that resonates. Love you, Miss Steph. Okay. Next was E. And E. Oh, good. I'm so glad you got it, Ann. That was a chore getting this. So it's like now that I finally got that figured out with yours, which you would not believe, guys. Although part of it is I haven't been feeling well the last couple of days, but yeah. Oh boy. Now I told Debbie hers will be next. I actually didn't even have to wait for yours to upload, Ann. The list is, so steps down. So start with E. Just do E. It's Efren, but just put E. E, Rebecca, Chad, and Shannon is who I have so far. If anybody else would like to get on the list, you are welcome to. It's going to be a $20.24 love offering because we are setting our clear intentions on abundance, on 2024 being a year of abundance, right? That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. Okay, here we go. Show me the next couple of weeks and the outlook for E so far this year over the next couple of weeks. Respect and guidance. Whale. Okay. I need a tissue. I've got a runny nose, just like everyone I know. My dad's actually just getting over COVID. I don't know if mine was or is. I've been telling people it's COVID. I don't know. I didn't test this time, but I was feeling real raunchy the other day. I haven't really had any breathing problems though, so that makes me think maybe it wasn't COVID. I don't know. As much as I've had it, though, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so Big E, you've got in your foundation this beautiful, beautiful Fool card. The Fool card here represents, the fact that you're at a place here at the beginning of 2024 where you're ready to take a huge leap of faith. And not just, this isn't just like starting a new job, starting something new. This is a leap of faith that's it's big. I mean, it's monumental because it's like you're not leaving much behind. This could be like somebody packing up and moving from one part of the world to another. Someone, leaving to go to college and start a new life and not ever coming back. That type of energy. This feels strong, and I see a lot of confirmations, with that because you've got this Page of Swords energy, like you've been kind of, this is in the recent past. It's like you were waiting, waiting, holding back, holding back, holding back, and the moment hit, and you've got this Ace of Cups as an outcome. So it's like the universe offered you this sort of opportunity for something that felt very potentially emotionally fulfilling for you, and you jumped at it. You also have the Nine of Cups as an outcome card, which is, abundance. It's an overwhelming sense of abundance. It's not like, oh, this is nice. It's like, oh, this is amazing. This is what I've prayed for my whole life. And in order to, here's the thing, guys, life is a trade-off. It really is. And so with this abundance, you do sometimes have to what? Give something up. Because this isn't like, here's the abundance and then here's the bad stuff. No, what this really is in order to move into this true feeling of abundance and my cup runneth over in the Nine of Cups, you're going to have to let go of something from your past and move forward. It's literally a letting go and moving on, and it's something you didn't know you were going to have to let go of, and it's something you didn't want to let go of, but you're going to be ready to do it. Okay, it's this Two of Swords energy. Once you have the awareness of what it is, and I won't go into all that here. I think when we do our personal one-on-one, we'll do that. But yeah, it's going to be fine, and you're going to be ready to do it. I think the big issue here is just you didn't realize it was something you were going to have to let go of, and so that can be, a little uncomfortable at first, as letting go it often is. I don't feel it's something you're going to wrestle with, though. I think you're going to have no qualms about it, and you're going to have no question about what you're supposed to do and what you want to and decide to do. Like I said, it's just a little bit of a, oh, this is what I have to do. Like the awareness coming in, right? So yeah, pretty interesting. Hey, SZ, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I can try. SZAAK. Zaka Herbic. You can be added to the list. The list to get added, it's $20.24. You can send it over to the Cash App, $Ray of Light Tarot, and I will add you to the list tonight. We have a couple people on the list still behind E. Oh, you know what? I got to pull. Guys. Steph, I got to go back 2 people. So Steph and then E. I forgot to pull your Lightworker Oracle cards. Sorry, guys. I get too hyped and then I forget to do the ending of the reading. What is the list? Sorry, I had to step away. I think we've got it. I think Rebecca put it up, Janie. It's Rebecca, Chad, and then Shannon. So going back to Steph, you got the Reassurance of the Golden Light, Steph. Beautiful card. Actually, where is it? Okay, hold on one sec, guys. Hold on. Uno momento. I'm not trying to draw this out. I'm really not. But we're going to draw it out. Sorry, guys. Hang on just a second. Okay. Really quick. So for Steph, card number 36, Reassurance of the Golden Light. I want to read this to you. Just a little bit about it. Because this deck has a book with it that has some really good stuff. So Steph, this is the card Reassurance of the Golden Light. I mean, it's pretty clear if you're a visual person and a visual learner what this card is saying. It's representing you being connected to that light and being reassured by it, being given the reassurance you need at this time to sort of assuage your doubts, whatever you're having doubts about. And it basically says this golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe, an expression of divine comfort and a sign of hope. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, are going to work out perfectly if you can just trust. They are held in the graceful hand of the divine and will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you could even expect. How about that? That card was definitely for you, and you definitely needed to hear that. I just knew it. All right, next, this is for E, Mr. EFREN, and this is your Lightworker Oracle card. And then we'll move on to Rebecca. All right. Okay. Seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. Card number 44. Okay, I don't even need to read this one. So card number 44, seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. Basically a confirmation of everything I just kind of went through. You're going to be getting a lot of opportunities to really start some new chapter in your life. It's going to require, closing old chapters, letting go of old things, and kind of doing this in a very intentional way, but more than intentional, it's going to be something you're going to want to do incrementally. And also it's going to be important that you just use a lot of order and ceremony in the process of this. And I would say employ a lot of order and ceremony in the process of this. And I would say with card number 44 being the number of this card, it's really key for you to it's going to be really key for you to not overstress yourself, not overdo it, not put too much pressure on yourself. The key to this whole thing for you is, taking leaps of faith and being brave and being sort of adventurous, but also not pushing yourself too hard. That number 4 for me is really about healing and recuperation and rest. Okay. So big risks, big payoff, resting. Big risks, big payoff, resting. Repeat. Big risks, big payoff, resting. All right, Rebecca. I know. How about that, Steph? Rebecca. What is your question, Rebecca? So I have Rebecca, Chad, and Shannon. If anyone else wants to get added to the list, it's $20.24, and I look forward to reading for you tonight. Boom, 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 boom. Next month. Okay, so you want a love outlook for what's coming in the next month? Do you care what tarot deck I use? Rebecca, may you have an amazing reading. Rebecca. Oh, I love that. Dealer's choice. Okay. I'm going to just stick with the Radiant Rider Waite then. Next month's outlook romantically in love. Outlook for the next month in love and romance. For Rebecca. Is there anyone around you named Jessica, Rebecca? Or Jessica connected to anybody around you? Is Jessica connected to one of the? Okay, did you hear me say Jessica on accident? We'll talk after. I don't want to get into that during this, but I'm just saying there's something to that because this is coming out the 7 of Swords and then foundationally the 7 of Cups. So 2 7s here. Something's being completed, which is good, and it has to do with Jessica. And I don't know what it is, but it's something interesting. And then we've got the Strength card coming in. So there's a balance. There's a real balance coming in and taking place. You're coming in strong at the end of this period. So there is an interesting, very interesting. There's an interesting period of time here, and it is going to require some shifting around, but you come in really strong. It feels like after a bump or 2 or 3, some bumps, and then bam, you're the Empress. You've got the Ace of Swords coming in, and that other energy is Five of Pentacles. But yeah, I'm not wanting to get too much into this on here. We can talk one-on-one about it. That just remember that person, and there's some interaction happening, because that I literally heard that name come through when the minute I started to shuffle the cards. That means it's in the energy. It's sneaking in the energy. I didn't realize that until I said it, and then I was like, wait a minute. Huh, because I don't remember names like that, but that was like, it was one of those wheels turning moments, like, why did I just call her that? That wasn't me. That was coming from somewhere else. All right, so let's see what the there's not a lot I can say about that. Let me get you a light worker card. We're gonna have to talk more about this one privately. Going to grab a drink. Yeah, I believe it. Give him some hugs from us. Okay. You got the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony, the same one that just came out for E. It's interesting because this is really confirming that the next month is going to require a lot of step-by-step methodical action from you, and faith, methodical work put in with faith. In your foundation, you have the unplug from mass consciousness. So it's going to be really key for you to do that, to put that kind of methodical work into what you're trying to manifest, but also to really unplug from mass consciousness, unplug from what you're hearing and seeing all around you too. Even the people that may seem a little higher vibing, if they're getting in your ear too much, unplug from that, because you've got the big card behind that. That's the key to everything. Trust the plan. Trust the plan, my friend. It's right here. Rebecca, it's right here. The plan is right here for you to just reach out and grab it. But you definitely have to do some unplugging, trusting, finding your way, methodical effort, methodical, consistent effort, right? Right? Like that's the key. Methodical and consistent. We like it. Okay. Where did I put it? There I put it. Okay, Chad is next. So I have next Chad, and then I have Shannon. Chad and Shannon, and that's it. Does anyone else want to get on the list? Get on the list, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Let me ride that. Let me ride that. Right. Hey, hey. I know Chad's question, so I'm going to go ahead and pop his out here. Chad, are you still in here, man? Brother Chad. Brother Chad. Where's Brother Chad? Wow. So Chad, nice stuff here. Look at this. Foundation, the lovers. So in your foundation, you do have this beautiful lovers energy, Gemini energy. It's a strong, obviously, like that soulmate connection is there, but also this card is to be viewed as something to do more with kind of a duality that you're experiencing right now. At the beginning of the year, and with everything that's going on in your life, there's a duality, and I think you've kind of reported the duality. Like you've said to me that, some things that make me feel like, yeah, you're noticing the duality in your life, where, something might seem really nice and beautiful, but also it's kind of frustrating and can leave you. Okay, thanks, Rebecca. I see your text coming up, but I'm not gonna be able to read them yet, but I will definitely get back to you. So with this, Chad, I just want you to know, like, it's a reflection of the fact that you're kind of in that, you're kind of in that, right, exactly, Rebecca. So you're kind of, you're, how do I say this? Sorry, you're kind of in that, it is the duality. It's like being on the fence, and it's not that you're on the fence not knowing what you want. It's that you're being put on the fence because of the sort of places you're at energetically, and where you're at in your soulmate experience, all of that has put you in a place where you're kind of experiencing the duality of life, the duality of love, the duality of all of it. I want you to know you've got the death card here right in front of you. So, like I told you, this next couple of weeks may be a little rough. It may be a little painful because even though you're making the choice to take the right action this time, uh, it doesn't always feel good when we take the right action, right? Just remember you're doing the right thing. And if it feels like a major, that's okay. Let it feel that way. That's the biggest lesson I've learned in spirituality and also in recovery, like going to Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, is, people always whine about how they feel. I used to do it too, like, oh, well, I feel so bad and I feel this way and I feel that. Okay, you know what? You still probably feel 10 times better than somebody who's starving in a third world country and has dysentery. Like, don't base everything about your day and your decisions on how you feel. My decisions as somebody who's working a program or in recovery or working trying to live on spiritual terms, none of my decisions should be based on how I feel, right? My decisions should be based on everything I've already decided, on my logic, my heart, yes, but not on just whims and feelings like, oh, this doesn't feel good, so I'm going to choose this. No, it's a decision. It's a decision to live a life. And so you're going into this knowing you've made a decision because you want to come out of this balanced, justice, upright. That's your card. And you're going to. This is a confirmation. Yeah, it's going to feel like this, but you know what you're going to get if you did the same thing this year as you did the last 2 years, you're going to get that in response. You don't want that. You want to have the universe come in and temper the situation. You want Queen of Cups, you want Nine of Pentacles, and you want Two of Cups. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to, but it all hinges on your choices, okay? And your choice is to move in a new direction, to embrace that death energy, right? That death energy is staring you in the face right now, and embracing that is the key to all of your dreams having the potential to come true. It's 100% on point, and I know you already know this, but I'm reiterating it because I can see it, and so I can see it, so I got to say it. All right, Chadsky, let me pull a Lightworker Oracle card for you, bro. All right, what is the Lightworker Oracle card that Chad most needs at this time? All right. Wow. Past life activation. Boom. Card number 35. And in your foundation, just to rub it in some more, trust the plan. Trust in the plan. Boom. Just in case you weren't sure, trust in the plan. Stan, man, past life activation, 35. Trust in the plan, 13. Pretty good stuff right there. All right, blessings to Chad. This is my boy right there. Chad's my boy. He checks on me. Sometimes he calls me in the morning to check on me. Sometimes he calls me at night to check on me. He checks in. That's my boy right there. Okay, here we go, Shannon. It is a great card, Rebecca, right? Trust in the plan. It's such a confirmation that, like, it's happening. It's working for you. Just trust it. There's someone I really care about who just entered into a 12-step program. How can I best support him? Okay, what do I need to know? Love this. Chad is awesome. He's a really good friend. He's a really good friend. We've been friends now for, damn, what, Chad, 5 years? All right, last person on the list. If anybody else wants to get a mini reading, send over $20.24 and you'll get added to the list, to the Cash App. I am now going to do a reading for Shannon. She wants to know, there's someone she really cares about who just entered a 12-step program, and she wants to know how she can best support this person and what she needs to know. Like, what does she need to know? I could probably give you some really good, just personal things to tell you, but I'll first check the cards. We boys, homie. all these ladies would be drooling over themselves if you guys, and Chad is hot. Let me just tell you, as a friend of his who is gay, but he's straight, but we're boys. He is hot. Chad is really hot. Chad has abs, something I do not have. Chad has rock hard abs and a cute face. He's just got a bad attitude. That's what his problem is. All right, here we go. He is, Rebecca. I'm serious. Right up your alley, babe. What does Shannon most need to know? Yes, you are. Okay, Shannon. The first thing that's interesting that I noticed, Shannon, is in your foundation, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is really about patience. So I would say one of the just biggest things, too bad I don't do long distance relationship. Well, he's on the West Coast, Shannon, aren't you? You guys are both West Coast. I mean, he's LA. Here we go. I'm just telling all your business, Chad. Sorry, buddy. Okay. This Seven of Pentacles here in the foundation, Shannon, this is really, I feel like what it's just saying is you're going to need to be patient with this person. Patience is the key to recovery. Not only for the person who's in recovery, to be patient with yourself if you're in recovery. It takes a long time to get it right. Sometimes it takes 10 tries before you start to really get it right. Just don't give up on yourself. That's what I would say to a person who's just starting out in recovery. It's okay if you fall. Falling is what we all do. We all fail. We all relapse. Don't expect to never relapse and then get hard on yourself if you do. Relapse happens. Relapse is a major part of recovery, right? Just like failure is a major part of success. What you need to do is be prepared for when that happens, to not throw it all away and to get back up as quickly as possible and get back to sober, back on the wagon, all of that stuff, right? And so the reason I say that is because when I look at the Seven of Pentacles, I know that that's the message for the addict or alcoholic who suffers, because I know that person. That's me. That's who I've been. But I also know that for you, as the person who wants to support them, you need to hear that too, because you need to know what to do when they relapse, what to do when they fall. And the best thing you can do for them is to set them up for success by encouraging them to get sober again quickly. If you have the number of their sponsor, call the sponsor. If don't have any of that, just try to be there to make sure they're safe. If they're in the middle of a relapse, make sure they're safe, they can't harm themselves, and that they can sleep it off or whatever. And then when the next day comes, or when you are able to talk to them and they're not completely zapped, bring them back to what they need to do next, which is get right back in and work in their program again, because that's just a part of it, and tell them that that's okay. Because I think so many alcoholics and addicts in recovery don't make it because they fail once or twice and they give up. They think, I can never do this. It's too hard. But it's not. It's not hard. It's just all about trusting that the next time can be the right time. And so I like that the Seven of Pentacles is here. I also want you to know you have the Chariot card here. What you can really do to help this person is be a great example. Does this mean don't drink, don't do drugs, don't drink any alcohol, don't take medication? No, not at all. What this is really about for you, Shannon, is just continue to live your balance, your spiritual life, your truth, and focusing on your balance is going to help you to set the example for this person. There are ways you can teach and share and set an example for this person that you probably aren't even aware of, that are going to come very naturally just through you living your spiritual truth and going forward in that way. You do have the Strength card too, which is all about really kind of taming that sort of wild energy that the masculine can have that flies off the handle. There may be some kind of verbal or mental abuse in this person's past, and there's some way you can help them by sharing something you've experienced along that vein in your life too. I don't know what that's about, but there's a way you can actually really connect to this person and help them to heal and to understand. If you're willing to share some experiences you've had with people who are verbally abusive or harmful with their words, and share your own experience, strength, and hope, and how you kind of pulled your own power back, right? Um, Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a struggle for this person. They have got Five of Wands, they've got Four of Cups. They may have a dual diagnosis. I don't know if you're aware of that. A dual diagnosis is where someone's got the addiction um, aspect, and then they've got a mental health aspect also. This feels like a dual diagnosis with the Five of Wands here and the Four of Cups. This may be someone who has, like, you know, substance abuse disorder of some kind, and then also they may have bipolar 1, schizoaffective disorder, something in there. So I feel like there's definitely a dual diagnosis here, and just be aware of it. I think that's all you can really do, is to be aware of it. This person has a great earning potential as far as like their finance. They're very intelligent. They have the ability to do really well in life still. They may have a couple blockages, but once they can get those out of the way, they can do really well in life. And they do have the Tower here, so if they haven't hit rock bottom, tell them they don't have to. That's a myth. That's a myth from old times, like the 80s recovery, that you have to let a person hit rock bottom. No, no. We never want a person to have to hit rock bottom. Do you know why? Because for some people, rock bottom is death. We always want to try to save a person before they get to rock bottom. The goal is to let whatever situation they're in right now that's not so great be their bottom. That can be their bottom if they're willing to accept your help. So, no, don't ever listen to someone who pulls that old school stuff out and says, you got to let them, turn them away, kick them to the curb, and let them hit rock bottom. So many people did that back then, and ended up losing their loved ones and living with guilt for the rest of their lives. You don't want to be codependent. You don't want to feed someone's addiction. You don't want to give them money to spend on drugs, that type of thing. But what you want to always do is be willing to offer them the help they may need anytime you have the chance. Anytime. If they come to you for money, say, well, you think they're drinking or using, say, well, I can't give you money, but if you want help with your other issues that I think might be beneath the surface again, rearing their heads, I'd be so happy to help you get to the next person you need for assistance. That type of thing. So, right, being a rock, because they're still spiraling, even though they've stabilized to a certain point. That means they maybe haven't quite gotten it this time. Like I said, sometimes it takes people many times to get it, and that's okay. That's part of life. So, all right, let's see what your. But I think, looking at that stuff, I think they're going to be good. Like, I think that this person will be okay because of those other things. I mean, I like that Knight of Pentacles energy, because that's slow and steady wins the race, and that's what you want someone to be in. That's an energy you want someone to be in if they're trying to recover from an alcoholism or an addiction, right? The mindset of slow and steady, right? One day at a time, take it easy, that type of stuff. All that, those mantras that you hear, but that actually really work. What's the message for Shannon from the Lightworker Oracle? Oh, I just got another mini reading, guys. Christina K. Christina K. Christina K, you are on the list, my friend. And you're next up. Okay. Shan. Okay, Shan, so you've got the Merkaba, spiritual protection. Wow. Okay, see, guys, this, to me, there's no accidents, ever. There's never an accident. We're talking about how you are going to be that person's help and rock, but you also got the Merkaba. Like, you're able to go into these dark places with people because you're protected. You're in your Merkaba. You're in your own spiritual Merkaba, your own protection, Shannon. And that's what allows you to go to these dark places with people you care about and be of help to them. I have a Merkaba like this too. I feel that protection sometimes. And I've had people say to me, like, wow, how can you be willing to enter, that person, that dangerous place or this thing? And it's like, if you're going somewhere with the right intentions and the right faith, and you're carrying the right energy with you, you can really feel that protection with you. And I think you've got that gift. You also have beneath that in the foundation the key of light. The key of light. Look at that. I don't think we need to read about it. It's pretty clear. The key of light right there. Bam. Boom, boom. All right. Thank you, Shan. And then next is Christina K. Thank you, Christina K. What would you like to ask tonight, honey? Yep. Priestess. He reached out to me, and a week later he told me, "Oh, I'm heading to bed. Y'all have a great night." Okay, Debbie, be on the lookout for that 2024 for real this time, in the next day or so, probably tomorrow. What is the universe's advice for me to care less about what people think and be more confident in myself? Okay. What's the guidance for Christina in order to find a way to care less about what other people think and to find more confidence within herself? How can she best do that, and what are the tips that we can give her to do that? Okay, one more. All right, here we go. You're so welcome. Shannon, I loved your question, and I loved what came through as answers too. That's another thing. If you ever want to talk about that kind of stuff and have me tell my story on the podcast, I would be happy to do that. I did it on my channel here once a long time ago. King of Pentacles. Okay. I don't know what this is about, Christina, but there's this energy, and I don't know if it was your father's energy or another male influence in your life, but there's this energy that sort of hovers around and over you that's this King of Pentacles. And it's not a bad thing. It's someone who's very protective of you and very much a caregiver, a caretaker, financially very caregiving and caretaking. But it's saying, like, whoever this energy was, this masculine energy in your life, it's now your turn to sort of grow into that energy yourself. Like, don't let the idea of sort of gender rules from the past get in the way. This is your energy. You're growing into your own King of Pentacles, no matter what or who represented that in the past. You now are growing into becoming your own King of Pentacles, and that's a really special thing. And it has required you to go through some unexpected loss to get there, because you have the Ten of Swords behind that. So I'm not sure what that's about. It could have to do with some disappointment in love, because that looks like that's there. But it also, more than that, is about you really coming to be self-reliant in a strong and powerful way. You have the Two of Wands here, so you do have the opportunity to move right into this World card, because that's the next card. It's going to require some brave choices on your part, and it isn't even about being confident. This isn't about confidence or letting go of what people think. This is about trusting what's for you, trusting that if you just take a step, if you're just brave enough to take a step, the universe is going to meet you there and bring you the rest of the way. Okay. And your confidence will come as you do this. You're not going to be confident while you're doing it. The confidence will grow as you're doing it. That's a great book. I'll have to reread it. What book is that? The Four Agreements. Ah, interesting. Good advice. I like that. And that energy reminds me of my father. Yeah, that is definitely like paternal energy. I assumed it was your father, but I don't know. Yeah, I think your father's intentions are good, but it's like now it's time to kind of bring in your own, sort of become your own father. Let your relationship with a father figure be your relationship to your father God and your mother goddess, but also become your own father God and mother goddess. Step into that energy yourself, because you have a lot of uh, you have a lot of children within you that want to be healed. You've got this Five of Wands energy, and that's your energy. It's your energy. It's your childlike energy, but it's all wanting to be neutralized and healed and grown together into something beautiful. Hey, Jessica, good to see you. And I really want to see you accomplish that, because you have big things coming. I mean, your outcome cards are the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This is like, you're going to build something beautiful here, and you can do it with others, with the cooperation of others, but mainly it's with the cooperation of your spirit team, you and your spirit team. And you just have to have the faith to connect to that and trust in it. Okay. I really, really like you this. Let's look at your Lightworker Oracle card. That's the last person on the list, Christina K. If anybody else wants to get a mini, you're welcome to. It's $20.24 over to Cash App, $Ray of Light Tarot, $Ray of Light Tarot. Let me know if you want to get on there, or go send it and I'll see the notification. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up here in just a few minutes. Here we go, Christina. Don't like when they fall on the floor. Okay. Spiritual decree. How about this? I bet it does. You've got in your foundation too, past life activation. Boom. Past life activation and then spiritual decree. So this energy of stepping into yourself, stepping into your power, right? Step into your power, stepping into your awareness of who you are. That's where your confidence comes from. Balance, power, awareness, self-awareness. That knowing that the creator from which you came, it lives within you as well. I mean, that's power right there. Okay. So, no, sorry. It's I do Cash App, and I'm gonna have some other options soon, guys. But right now, it's just Cash App or Apple Pay if you're paying for like a mini. I mean a full reading. Okay, so that's what we got. That's pretty cool. This is spiritual decree. Spiritual decree. That's like there's no options here. This is your power, and you have to claim it. I love that. In fact, I feel like I want to read from the book real quick before we go, just so you can hear what it says about that one. Yeah, you can Apple Pay me on in our text. It's just $20.24. $20.24. Okay, spiritual decree. Listen to this, Miss Christina. If I can read it. You have been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. So that's basically what we were saying. It's like, that confidence you want to feel, and that sort of not caring about other people. You go and decree this right now. Decree that. Decree that you are confident. You are a confident being. Okay? I can Apple Pay you now if you have something. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and Apple Pay me, and I'll come to you next once I finish her. Probably by the time you get back in here, I'll be ready for you. But yeah, I love this, Christina, because it's a confirmation that you have the option. You can decree this to be. You can will this to be, and you don't have to wait for the confidence to come over you. You don't have to wait for yourself to stop caring. You trust and you decree this. You say, I decree this. If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. You have been praying for help, asking for a map, and wanting directions. You are wise in the ways of the receptive, responsive approach to life. It is spiritually mature to trust the greater guiding power of the divine to direct your course. And yet, the wishes in your heart are part of how that happens. I just feel like it's so clear. These cards come out so accurately matching the person that needs them and the message. And this is definitely your card. This is your card. And it's time to open your heart to what you decree, no one else, for you to decide. Thank you, Christina. I'm gonna hang out a minute and give Jess a chance to get that Apple Pay sent over. And yeah, we'll just hang out for a minute. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys have had a nice MLK Day. And what is this doing? And I hope, can you guys hear me? Okay, Jess, I got it. I don't know if you can see me right now, Jess, but I just saw your Apple Pay come through. So Jessica, I decree it. I love it. You decree it and I love it, baby girl. I loves it. I loves it a lot. All right, here we go. Jess, do you have a question you want to ask, or do you have a specific question you want to put up here, or do you want me to do like a general? What did you want to? What's your pleasure, Jess? Okay, I'm wondering about this Gemini. Oh, a Gemini. Gemini. Didn't I say something about a Gemini? You finally saw the Gemini, who I mentioned so much. Gemini. I was feeling better, and now my throat's feeling sore again. I shouldn't have gotten on here to do all this, but it's fun. I love it. He's been in and out of my life. But how's it going? All right. So you want to sort of get some info on the situation? I saw from my what? Just wondering what the heck. Okay. So for my B-Day celebration, we never had a real thing, but he likes me. Ah, cool. Let's see what's going on there. Jason mentioned it. So yes, I did. Well, it's not that yeah, and I mean this may not be someone she wants to be long term with, but I saw that for her. I keep seeing this for her repeatedly, and so it makes sense that this person's coming in. Let's see what's going on there. Show me this Gemini for Jess. And Geminis usually do have more than one partner. Just saying, they usually keep a lineup like a stable. No offense, Jimmy Gems, we love you. We love you, mean it. It's just what I've read. Just what I've read, not what I've experienced. All right. Okay, so you do have the Three of Wands in your foundation, which does suggest that there is something moving towards you. You're kind of in that waiting pattern. Like, I wouldn't go making any big moves right now. I would just kind of sit back and wait to see what's coming for you, and just kind of let it happen. Don't try to force anything. Right now is the time for you to be patient and wait, because there's a lot coming in. You've got a Knight of Wands coming in. That's a fire sign that's kind of up, down, and all around. They don't feel too stable. You've got a Page of Pentacles coming in. That's a really young Earth energy that does feel stable, but kind of young, way too young. You're coming here in as the Empress, which is like, it's all about you. Kind of, yeah, maybe it's all about you kind of balancing your own energy and staying in your power, being in the seat of your own power. That's what I think you're kind of being tested a little bit too right now, because you're like me. You can kind of get like bored and want to have, you're an artist. We're creators. We get bored, right? We like entertainment. We like, things to do. So when things aren't happening, it's like we want someone to entertain us. And, I think that the universe is kind of saying to you, like, don't get tricked or don't fail the test, because there's a lot of like energy coming around you, but none of it is really worthy of you. Neither one of these are worthy of you. That's a Knight and that's a Page. You're the Empress. You should be with the Emperor, right? Like, the Emperor is Aries energy, but regardless of what energy it is, the Emperor is the king of the kings. He's the large and in charge, and because you come out as the Empress, you need to hold out for the Emperor. And a lot of this is a test along your healing path too, because you have the Nine of Wands, and it's testing to see if you're really fully healing like you should be. You do have the Six of Swords as an outcome card. That's moving to calmer waters, a more peaceful time in your life. And you also have the Hanged Man reverse, which is once you get that message and once you kind of receive the energy that it's trying to send you, you're going to take off and blow up like like nothing you've ever seen before. But a big part of it right now is just kind of breathing through it, staying in your power, and not giving that power up to anyone. This is a lot of tests about learning to hold your power and not let anyone take that power by getting you riled up, making you think about them. Remember, you hold your power strong and let them come to you. Okay, let them come to you and hold your power strong. That's the key to this whole thing, because none of them really are even worth looking at. Like they're just kind of, I mean, they're nice guys, cute, blah blah blah, but nah, I wouldn't even like pay too much mind to these. These are just entertainment for you. Well, like I said, I think it's all entertainment for you right now. I know that you were really wanting something, but I think now it's all entertainment. And I would just really, because that feels very strong, that message. I would just sort of stay in that Empress mode and let things come to you, and trust that the right one will come, but it doesn't feel like it's in the immediate future. Lots of fun, but not that one. That one is a little bit off. And one of these guys could be that one down the road, but he's not in the right energy yet. And so it's kind of like when they're not in the right energy yet, it's still more of a test than anything else. You know what I mean? Hold on. Okay, this is crazy. Yeah. You've got the spiritual service card in your foundation. So it's like, again, and the Empress is a sign of service. She's the caretaker. So it's like part of your growth here and what makes you so strong is the fact that you are a sign of service. You're at your spiritual best when you're serving others. So when you're serving your art by working in ways that allow you to help your community, that's what's going to bring you on the level where you're going to actually meet that person. Like the one person in the class you met, that's great, and they're there, but class is to help forge your career, and you guys are both, that's where you have a meeting of the minds, your careers. There's something spiritually beautiful for you that you're going to, someone like that you're going to meet, that it really is a beautiful spiritual connection. There isn't a lot of ego involved. It's a beautiful one when you find, and you're going to find them in this place of service, because you've got karmic clearing coming out. So karmic clearing and spiritual service, and coming out of this dark night of the soul period, look at this, to master healing. 33. The repeating 33 is a miracle number, and I think for you it's really special because it's like you're right there. You're so close to this next thing, but it's a little bit of an experience because you're going to be realizing who you really are and what you really want, and coming to terms with that it's not maybe what you thought it was. It's something much more special and beautiful. And yeah, it requires a lot of you, but it's worth what it requires. So that's what I've got. All right, guys, that is it's a wrap. I have got to get to bed and get back to the 2024 outlooks. I will be back with you guys. I'm going to plan to be back on Wednesday for Hump Day because I've been doing Hump Day lives wherever possible. You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. It was fun. It was so fun, fun, fun. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Let's do it again on Wednesday. And I think on Wednesday we'll do $15 for the love offering, because I don't want it to be too expensive for you guys every time. I just like to do the 2024 once in a while. It's a good intention, but all right, guys. Cheerio, old chaps. Have a good night, guys. Love ya.